Never beg someone to recognize your value. Know your worth. Protect your dignity and let your actions speak for you. The right people will never need to be convinced of who you are. You can survive what broke you, but don't let that pain become your entire identity. What happened to you may have changed you, but it doesn't have to decide who you become. Walk away from places where your presence is constantly questioned. Your peace is worth more than being accepted by people who make you feel like you don't belong. A strong woman doesn't need to constantly prove that she is strong. Her character, choices, and the way she handles difficult moments will speak louder than anything she could say. Never allow someone's rejection to become the definition of your value. Someone failing to appreciate you doesn't mean you became less valuable. It simply means they couldn't recognize what was already there. Don't become cold just because someone treated you badly. Protect your heart. Learn the lesson and keep your kindness without allowing anyone to take advantage of it. Sometimes your greatest victory is refusing to become the person who hurt you. You can experience betrayal and still choose kindness, dignity, and strength instead of becoming bitter. There will be moments when life takes away everything familiar. Those moments may feel like endings, but sometimes they reveal a strength within you that comfort never allowed you to discover. Stop shrinking yourself just to make other people comfortable. You were not meant to hide your confidence, your voice, or your personality simply because someone else feels threatened by it. Your past may explain your wounds, but it doesn't have to control your future. You are allowed to learn from what happened without allowing yesterday to decide who you become tomorrow. Never confuse kindness with allowing people to disrespect you. You can have a good heart while still having strong boundaries and knowing exactly when someone has crossed the line. You don't need everyone's approval to move forward. Sometimes the biggest step you can take is trusting yourself, even when nobody else understands the direction you have chosen. The person who learns to stand alone becomes difficult to manipulate when you stop depending on others for your happiness. Their approval loses the power to control your decisions. Don't spend your life proving that you deserve love. Real love should make you feel valued, not constantly force you to earn basic affection, respect, or attention. Your voice becomes powerful when you stop using it to beg for permission. Speak honestly, stand firmly, and remember that your existence does not require anyone else's approval. Some doors close because you have outgrown the room. Not every ending means you failed. Sometimes life removes you from a place because you are ready for something greater. Carry your scars with dignity because they prove that pain did not defeat you. Every difficult chapter you've survived is evidence that you were stronger than the moment that tried to break you. You cannot change yesterday, but you can refuse to let yesterday steal tomorrow. Your past deserves understanding, but your future deserves your attention and your courage. Never let temporary loneliness convince you to return to permanent disrespect. Being alone for a while is far better than being surrounded by someone who constantly destroys your peace. A person who knows their worth doesn't chase every opportunity to be accepted. They understand that not every room is meant for them, and not every person deserves access to their life. Your life becomes lighter when you stop carrying everyone's opinions with you. People will always have something to say, but you don't have to make their words the weight you carry every day. Courage isn't the absence of fear, it's moving forward despite it. Sometimes you have to choose your future, even when your mind is giving you every reason to stay comfortable. Don't apologize for becoming more confident, independent, and honest with yourself. Growth can make some people uncomfortable, but you were never meant to remain the same, just to keep them happy. The strongest response to some people is not an argument. Sometimes the most powerful thing you can do is remove yourself from their chaos and continue building a life they can no longer disturb. You can forgive someone without giving them another opportunity to hurt you. Forgiveness can free your heart, but boundaries can protect your future from repeating the same pain. Never let failure convince you that you are a failure. You can make the wrong decision, experience disappointment, and still become someone wiser and stronger because of it. There is power in knowing when to speak, and even greater power in knowing when to remain silent. Not every situation deserves your explanation, and not every person deserves your response. Your kindness has value, but it should never become an invitation for people to use you. Give from the heart, but remember that protecting yourself doesn't make you a selfish person. Some people will only understand your value after you leave. Don't stay somewhere just to teach someone your worth. Sometimes walking away is the lesson they were never willing to learn. You become free when you stop needing everyone to understand your choices. Your life belongs to you. And sometimes peace comes from accepting that not everyone will understand your journey. Don't let the fear of being judged keep you from living honestly. People may criticize your choices regardless, so choose a life that you can respect when nobody else is watching. A difficult beginning does not guarantee a difficult ending. Your circumstances may shape where you start, but your courage, choices, and persistence can completely change where you finish. There is no shame in starting again. Sometimes beginning from nothing gives you the freedom to build a life that finally reflects who you have become, instead of who you used to be. Protect your peace with the same determination you use to protect everything valuable. Not everyone deserves your energy, and not every situation deserves your emotional attention. You don't have to answer every insult, accusation, or misunderstanding. Sometimes silence protects your dignity better than an argument ever could, especially when the other person only wants a reaction. Your confidence should never depend on whether someone else feels comfortable with it. You are allowed to believe in yourself even when your confidence makes insecure people uncomfortable. The day you stop fearing that people will leave is the day you stop accepting anything just to keep them. You begin choosing relationships based on respect instead of fear. Be proud of how far you've come, even if nobody understands how difficult the journey was. You know the battles you fought privately, and that alone gives you every reason to be proud. Never measure your life by someone else's timeline. People reach success, love, confidence, and happiness at different moments, and your journey doesn't become less meaningful because someone arrived before you. Some pain teaches you what happiness never could. It shows you what you should never accept again and helps you recognize the difference between what feels familiar and what is truly good for you. You don't need revenge when your life becomes better without the person who hurt you. Sometimes your peace, growth, and happiness become the strongest answer you could ever give. Speak with honesty, walk with dignity, and let your actions reveal your character. You don't need to constantly explain who you are when the way you live already tells the story. A person becomes powerful when they realize they can survive without being chosen. Once you stop depending on someone else's acceptance, you become free to choose what truly deserves you. Don't waste precious years trying to convince someone that you deserve basic respect. If respect has to be begged for repeatedly, the problem isn't your worth. It's where you're choosing to remain. Your story is still being written. Never allow one painful chapter to make you hate the entire book, because the hardest part of your story may eventually become the reason you became stronger. The world may not always be kind, but you can still choose what kind of person you will become. Your experiences don't have to determine your character, your choices do. Stand tall after disappointment, because one closed door does not mean your journey is over. What didn't work out may simply have created space for something better to enter your life. You don't become less valuable because someone failed to recognize your value. Never measure your worth through another person's ability to appreciate what you bring into their life. Let people misunderstand you if telling the truth means finally being honest with yourself. You cannot control every opinion, but you can control whether you continue living against your own values. Become the kind of person your younger self would feel safe with. Be strong enough to protect yourself, wise enough to choose peace, and kind enough to never forget what it means to struggle.